Hello, first grade students. This is Mr. Bigay. It is December 10, 2020, and it is Thursday. Look at your screen, first grade. Yesterday, Mr. Bigay went over counting by threes. Look at your screen as I'm going to present it to you in another way so you can get the hang of counting by threes because that is a part of our math standards. Now, look at the mouse. Mr. Bigay is now moving it around. You can see the pointer. If you look up here, first graders, here are our numbers when we count by threes. And I've also added some objects here so you can see clearly how counting by threes operate. First off, let's count by threes. Repeat after Mr. Bigay. Here we go. 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Good job, first graders. As you have probably noticed, Mr. Bigay is jumping with that cursor again. Yesterday, I was asking you, how many numbers do we jump over? We discovered that you have to jump over 2 numbers to get to the answer. As you can see, that's what I'm doing here with the mouse. I'm jumping over 2 numbers to get to that answer, but it's just that they're already put on to the screen for us. Now, let's count one more time by threes. Count with Mr. Bigay. 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Now, first graders, you're going to count to yourself. Mr. Bigay is going to stay silent. Ready? Follow the cursor and say the numbers to yourself. Ready? Go! Good job, first graders. Let's try it again. You're going to say the numbers and Mr. Bigay is going to stay silent again. Here we go. Follow the cursor. Good job, first graders. Now, look at this first row here, first graders. There's a reason why Mr. Bigay put it in the same colors. As you can see, straight across, that has the same color. This has the same color. That has the same color going across. And this has the same color going across as does this one. But first graders, here's one thing I want you to recognize. We're on number 18, as you can see. Look at this row. When we reverse it, you see, there's only 3 of these colors here. There's not that color here. These 3 do not go all the way across, and there's a reason for that. As you can see here, this has the same color, but it moves here also, okay? You can see that, but look, this row does not continue all the way. And there's a reason for that. We're going to look at that. So does this row. These 3 go all the way up to 12, but look at that. There's none for 9, 6, and 3, and 0. Now, if you look at these that go straight across, that is what we're going to look at when we count by threes, but we're going to start with here, with 0. Now with 0, first graders, there's nothing in here because 0 is 0. So this should be blank because 0 doesn't amount to anything. It is just going to be a blank spot. As you can see, 0. But when we go 0 and we jump to 3, now if we look here, there are 3, let's call these marbles because they kind of do resemble a marble, okay? Look at here. There's 3 marbles here. And there's a number 3 here. So that's going to be 3. So when you count 0, 3, that's what that resembles. Now you have 3 marbles that represent that 3 there. Now let's jump to 6. We're going to go again. Repeat after Mr. Begay. Say 0, 3, 6. Now let's look at 6 here. If you see here, first graders, there are 3 marbles here again, and they're the same color as this one. But if you look here at the bottom, look at, this has a different set of color. This is green, okay? Green marbles are here. But if you look at it, how many are here that we counted here? How many are here now? 3. Good job. There's 3 already here because these 3 jump into the next section again also. But 3 more get added. So when you add this, you say 3, 6. And that represents number 6 there. You can see that. 3, 6. And that is number 6 there. You can see that now. You can probably make that formation now. Now, first graders, let's jump to the next number. Let's go back here and count with Mr. Begay. Count with me. 0, 3, 6, 9. Good job, first graders. Now let's look down here at these marbles. Now look, how many are already right here? Tell me the number. Don't count by 1s, count by 3s. This has 3. As you can see, first graders, look at that. That has the same color as these previous numbers here. Because 3 has to get added here again. And let's look at the next row. This next row has the same color as number 6 here. That has to go in to number 9 again. But look, first graders, another color got added here. Look at these marbles here. Another 3 that are different colors have to get added here. Because all these marbles, when we count by 3, it's going to equal to 9. Watch Mr. Begay. 3, 6, 9. And look at that. That equals 9. So as you can see, first graders, this row here has 3 different colors now. And it has 3 rows that go along with it. So when you count it, you're going to say 3, 6, 9. That's what we do when we count by 3s. Now we're going to move to the next number. Let's start back here and count with Mr. Begay. Here we go. 0, 3, 6, 9, 12. Now let's look at 12 here, first grade. Look at this first row now has the same color as these previous numbers because 3 has to go in there now. Now if we look at the next row, first graders, look at this green is coming with it too. Look at it started from 6 and it has to go now into 12. Look at this row here. Now this row goes in here too because we're counting by 3s. But look, first graders, a different color got added here. A different set of colored marbles are added here. And there's a reason for that again, because all these marbles, when you count them by 3s, they have to equal 12. Watch Mr. Begay. 3, 6, 9, 12. See? All these marbles together, when you count by 3, they have to come up to 12. So that's why they're in different colors. Now you probably see that now. Now let's go to the next number. Let's start back from 0. Count with Mr. Begay. Here we go. 0, 3, 6, 9, 12. What's that number? 15. This number here is 15. When we count by threes, when you go to 12, you're going to jump to 15. Now look at this, first graders. This first row again, look, has the pink now again. It has to go all the way across to 15 because 3 of these have got to be added. The next row now, look at that, has the same colors here that are running to get to 15. These next 3 have to go back in there. You see that now? You probably can see the colors now. From 12, those same 3 marbles have to go in here. But look, first graders, a different set of colors are added. Look at these marbles now that got added. Yellow was not over here because yellow starts here, okay? Now, when we count by threes, this is how you're going to count. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. See? Number 15. All these marbles in here have to count to 15 by threes, okay? Now, let's jump to the next number. Let's start over here again and count with Mr. Begay. Here we go. 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Look at that. We made it now to the last number, 18. Of course, first graders, when you count by threes, it continues. It doesn't stop. It's just that Mr. Begay is going to stop right here at this number, so that way you get the hang of this, okay? But let's look at number 18 now. Look at that now. These 3 of the same colors, look, they're in here again, because 3 of them have to go back in there to start it off. Now look at this next row. Green was here at this number also, but it has to go back in here. Look at these marbles. Look, they go back in there again because they have to go into threes. All of these marbles have to get up to 18, okay? Now here we go now. Look at this next set. This same color is coming over here again. This color went back in here again, but look, first graders, here now we have a different set of colored marbles here that got added to make 18. Now, let's count by threes, first graders. Count with Mr. Begay. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And look at that. That is 18 there. When you count by threes, all this has got to add up to 18, okay? So look at your screen again, first graders. Look at how Mr. Begay designed this entire math lesson. Look at how these rows, how they operate, okay? That's how you conquer counting by threes, by using these marbles. Now, first graders, when you do your homework assignment, I want you to count by threes, okay? I do not want you to count like this. Don't count like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I don't want you to count like that. You gotta count by threes. You're gonna do it like this. 3, 6. You see how Mr. Begay did that? Let me give you another example. One more. 3, 6, 9. That's how I want you to count when you do your marbles. Count by threes. Now, first graders, get a sheet of paper. Go get a sheet of paper and a pencil. When you get your sheet of paper and pencil, I want you to copy your screen now. Look at how the screen looks now. There's no marbles in there now. I want you to copy these numbers. I want you to draw these lines now. How Mr. Begay has it on the screen, and I want you now to put those marbles, draw those marbles now in here. When you are done drawing them in here, I want you to count by threes, and make sure you keep your paper in a folder because you're going to return that back on Friday.